Welcome to Home with Simone. My name is Simone, and as always, a huge thank you to each and every single one of you, whether new or existing subscribers. Today's video is a build with me. Let's jump right into it. Back at Mom's. She's This should be my thumbnail. I took a picture of it for my thumbnail. That's gonna be so cute. All right, guys, so this system is $199 plus taxes, and the right name for it is the Kleppstad unit. I'm just looking at my mom's receipt here, but everything on here is, this is just for her delivery, so can't show you guys that because all of the business is on it. But all her privacy, Michelle. That's my privacy. Close my door. When he was little and I opened his bedroom, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, Mom, I think he was like 4. That's my privacy. Close my door. I'm like, shut up, move from here. But it's your privacy. You can't even say privacy properly. So I'm like a whole like a British person. I can't even begin to tell you guys how much pain I was in with my hands and my wrists. Like, they were abnormally swollen. Henceforth, my barbaric way of opening the box. So I have to apologize for that. But we got to get it done, onward and forward. So I just opened the box, the packaging, I should say, and took everything out. And I like to line everything up. If you guys haven't known or noticed before in my other videos that I'm building, I literally will line everything up just so it's easy for me to see what I have. So I think it only has 3 or 4 pieces. Listen, these boxes, guys, I'm not even gonna play. These boxes are heavy. Like, I felt like I was gonna die. I'm just exaggerating, but it's heavy. Like, it's really, really uncomfortably heavy. The pack system, like, okay, so story time. I was dating this guy. Oh boy. This was so embarrassing. I didn't say a thing, I just left it alone. But I was dating this guy, and this was when I started building my pack system. So he took me to go get it. And I said to him, you know, so-and-so, the systems are heavy. We can do it together, like we can carry it together. He's like, you're not carrying this. This is a man's job. I said, okay. He picked up the first box, and like, by the time we got into the car, into the truck, he was sweating profusely and shaking. And I was trying to be so nice. I'm like, you know, hey, do you want some water? You know, do you want to take a minute, catch your breath? He says, no, I'm good. You know, Ikea is like 13 minutes away, so it wasn't enough time for him to relax. Mom, he carried it from the car, took like a 5-second break in the elevator, and then walked out the hallway and got it inside of the unit, right? Called him, he was like, I'll call you when I get home. I'm like, okay. Called him like 2 hours later because I didn't hear from him. So he answers, he was sleeping. I'm like, are you okay? He's like, I'm not gonna lie. Those boxes are heavy. He carried 2 of them. He goes, at the same time? No, like each. Oh, okay. So he goes, those boxes are really heavy. I'm like, I told you that I can help you. He was like, yeah, but I was a little bit embarrassed. I said, aren't you embarrassed now? I thought you were gonna faint. I'm like, you were like red. You were sweating profusely, and I'm trying to be nice about it. But asking for help is truly a strength. And like, I don't know why people think it's a weakness. Yeah, you hit your limit. I thought he was gonna pull himself. He was like squeezing his butt muscles together because it's heavy. So you know you're squeezing everything. I said, man, you gave yourself bodies. I didn't see another man in the hospital. Man, you're not in the hospital. I'm never gonna strip this is this. You're not carrying anything. But you can't even carry yourself. It's not even like he was in shape where it was like, you know, he's doing this on a regular basis. He's just trying to show off. He fell asleep and he Well, he told me, he was like, even like the next day, because one of my systems broke. And he was like, I'll pay for the delivery. This is what the system looks like when you have all of the pieces out. So we have, this part is like the main, what do you call this? Not the skeleton, the, well, yes. Yeah, well, this is the sides and the back. But like when you build this, the packs have a frame. Thank you. So this is the frame here. And all of these holes now, we know that these are for where the shelves go. I have it upside down on one and the other one downside up. But we have frames here. We've got support for the bottom of it. We've got shelves. No, this one's not shelves. This is the bottom and the top. So this is all part of the frames because this is where those two little white nubs go. Oh. Right. So I have everything to do with the frame on this side here, including this like a long thing, which should have been over here, but I put it here. This is the shelves here, and then these are the doors. Okay, and so my mom has the box that has all of the parts that we need. So in here, we've got, this is for the feet. This is like the feet of it, so it doesn't drag against the floor. And then we've got some of the parts here for the, what do you call this? For the,
that's it.
For the doors.
Yes,
yeah. And then we've got,
oh, that's
we don't use this. This
yeah,
is attached to the wall. Wall hinges. And then
the handles.
Oh yeah, you were. Show the camera the handles. Show the camera the handles.
There's one.
This is the handles, guys.
That's why we call it knobs.
We really thought it was the thing to go in.
No, there's two of them.
It's wild. Like, who's holding this? That would irritate me.
Listen, I have arthritis.
Your hand would seize every time you would open the cupboard.
It's so small, I can't even separate it. Look, it's almost the size of a dowel. There they are.
It's wild.
There are two handles. And it even have the little indent. I guess that's where you're supposed
Maybe
to hold
your
it.
thumb? That, well, what else? How you open something? Not with your thumb and your
index son's finger? Thumb is too big for
that. And then over here, there is the parts for the rod for in the closet.
This thing, yeah.
So what I'm going to do now is get a piece of cardboard and put everything out because I need to see what I'm using so that I can grab it quickly. It just makes the process less stressful. Oh, and then we'll start building and you'll see, like 20 minutes maybe, it'll be up. So let me move you guys over here.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I've never, here, I'll move you guys over here.
But in the beans, I have to look good.
Okay, so I'm gonna put a piece of cardboard down. I'm gonna use this and also the same cardboard box that my mom has for any of the parts that kind of roll around a little bit. So that's okay, I can do that over here. Thank you. So we'll do that here and just show you guys. It makes life so much easier, guys. Organization, I live by it. I can't do the chaos. I can't just have things all in. Like if I have to build, you know what? I can. There's nothing you can't do. I can. I choose not to. So guys, this is what everything looks like when it's laid out. I do this on every single project that involves me having to build anything. Organization is one of the most important and key parts of being able to build your units with as little stress as possible. The first thing is I lay everything out so I can see what I have and ensure that I have all of the right pieces and that I understand what these pieces are going to be used for. And then I still grab the manual. This is what this one looks like. Typical Ikea manual, they all look the same. But I do go right into the front part here. It's normally the second page because the first page we put all this stuff on it, but the second page, and I just go over and make sure that I have everything here and I have the right amount. So I do have that little Allen keys here, and then we have 12 of these, which I already counted while I was putting them down. We have 34 dowels, which I counted before. 26 of these little short screws, which is right here. 2 of those shorter ones here. 2 of the longer ones beside it. I've got, now this is what you use to hold these little ones in place so that you can bang it in the back part of the frame. So I'll show you guys, it'll make more sense when you see it. This is what they show you the knobs or the handles to look like, but in reality, they look like this. Not the best. I mean, I don't really, anyway, it's just my opinion. Some people might like it. I'm not a fan of it. Like I said, we thought that that was for a whole different part of the unit, but that's neither here or there. Then we have 2 of, this is for the rail, the part to put the clothes on. We have 2 of those right here. And then we've got 6 of these hinges. So I have them in 3s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I have 6 of these ones right here, 3 and 3 is 6. And then we have 6 of the feet. This is really good because it protects both the system itself and your floors. And there is 6 of them here. Nice and easy. I have everything that I need. And now, guys, we can move into building. So let's get this done. So we have the frames down, and based on the instructions, the first few things I need to put, and no matter how much I build something, I always look at the instructions, because sometimes what I've noticed is sometimes you think it's the same exact thing, and then you get a new unit and it looks the same, but there's a little bit of a change with the way it's being built. So just look at the instructions, save yourself some tears. So the first step is we're going to be using these ones, which are these, and we're just going to screw them in. And if you look closely, it's showing the raw edge of the wood is facing out. Make sure that this little line here is towards the front of the unit. And I remember when I screwed it in, I screwed it into B, because that's what the instructions were telling me, to screw it in to the furthest one from the edge. Okay, so I'm breaking the rules by using a drill. I know it's encouraged to use a screwdriver, but as long as you're not being aggressive and adding too much force with the drill, I've never ran into any issues. So now we're on to step 2, which is just to put in these 2 little pieces. Now we know what those are for. That was to prevent the doors from closing in too far into the system. And those pieces are right there. I tend to use cardboard on the bottom of any piece that I'm going to be hammering anything in or adding any excessive force or dragging, because these systems do mark and damage easily. Step number 3 is the dowels, which are going on the bottom here and here. And we just do that top and bottom. I'm going to do 4 because we did this last time and it was a pointless step for what we need it for. But if you need it, by all means, do 4. We're going to skip it for this build and move right to 5. So I'm going to be taking the longer screws and I'm going to be turning this to its side and then attaching the screws from the outer part into the inner part. And this is going to be the bottom of it. And then I'm assuming number 6 will show how to do the top, which is the same step. I've been saying this from day one with this unit. Super easy to build. You can do it on your own. It's always nice to have another person there, especially when it comes to positioning the pieces. It just helps things go faster. This is what we just finished doing. I'm gonna have my mom do step number 7 while I prep and get the next steps ready. Really easy. It's just putting the dowels in these 2 pieces, which happen to be those 2 right there. I'm so happy that my mom was able to spend some time on building this unit herself. I wanted her to see that it doesn't matter if you're getting older, if you're not as strong, there are things that you are still able to do. Step 8, we did this middle piece with just the 2 screws in the back. And that's what it looks like there. And doing step 9, and my mom is actually doing this one as well, just pushing them into the holes. And then these ones also require dowels on the side, so she's gonna put the dowels on the sides as well. The holes are pre-drilled on every single piece, which I appreciate because it makes that building process smooth. Step 11, we're going to flip it over on its back so it looks like this, and then we're going to add the shelf that's on top of the bottom and below the middle piece. So the 3rd shelf will go here. My mom's going to do this part. I can't see. That's okay, you can feel. Bring it over towards the wall and come back slowly right there. Or I feel one. Oh. Yes! See, it's really easy. I'm telling you guys, it's so easy to put together. It's not hard. Yeah. Well, we work good together in all fairness, because I could have said wall, you could have gone window. So, yeah. Mom is going to do this piece, which is step number 12. Step 12. Nicely done. Yeah. Step 13, we're putting the second one in the middle. Wait, let me get it. Okay, go ahead. The middle. Well done. Nice. So step 14, my mom's gonna put the dowels in the pieces of wood. This is really important. This holds the majority of the weight and gives the structure a really good firmness, because they used to break back in the day. So I'm happy that they put this. This is new to the systems. The pack systems now, they also have an additional support part that wasn't there before. Okay, so the next step is step 15, where all 3 pieces are going to go in the very end and it's going to go flat. Getting my mom involved was the best thing I ever did. She was so excited to help. Now we're going to do step 16, which is to put this piece on the very top. I grew up in a household where my mom was Miss Fix It, Build It, Paint It, Do It. There's nothing that my mom could not have done. And she raised all of us like that. I really value and appreciate those lessons, and seeing my mom get back into her comfort zone and building this unit was just such a beautiful experience. This is where we're at now, and I'm really happy because my mom was able to do, I would say, the last 3 or 4 steps by herself, and she hasn't been able to do something like this in quite a few years because of her arthritis, so she was really happy that she was able to. So now we're going to move on to the next step, because we've got everything screwed in. We're going on to step number 20. I don't know why. I think we're gonna skip a step. Okay, we're gonna do this step early. We're gonna do step number 24 early, because why not? It's right there. It literally is just the leg. So mom's gonna do that. And then we're currently on step number 19. But we're going to now flip it over and do 20. So once my mom puts the legs on, which is step 24, I don't think it matters if you do that step in order or not, then it'll be fine. I finally figured out what that little thing is for that we didn't know, and it's to attach the bottom shelf to the back, but we're not gonna do that step. So right now, we're gonna flip it over after my mom does step 24, and then it's just a matter of us putting the back of it on. So step number 21 and 22 and 23 is what we're doing, because mom's doing 24 right now. And she's not even waiting for me to get footage of this, but there she is in the corner. Amateur. Go ahead. Okay, and go ahead, mama. And it's super easy, because once you lift the unit up as well, it'll just push it down in. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Ta-da! Hey! Okay, so we're gonna flip it on his face. Okay, this is gonna be hard. No, it won't.
Oh, okay, just this way.
We're just going forward,
You
yeah.
have to be careful we don't scratch.
Yeah, we'll be good. We're gonna put down the cardboard,
Yes.
because one thing about Ikea systems, guys, they're very delicate. Very easy to bend if you're gonna just. I mentioned this earlier in the video, putting down cardboard or just anything that can protect the floor and the unit is a good step to include when building. Wanna try to put that on by yourself? Well, I mean, you can just put it on. Hang on, let me get it. Okay, go ahead. Brown part out. Last time I put it, and I was working away and it was the wrong side. Mom's like, then that's the wrong side. There we go. Yes. You know, because it's mom's place, so I'm trying to keep her as involved in the process as possible, within reason.
She's just tired now.
No, I actually enjoyed, this is what I grew up seeing. I grew up seeing my mama doing things like this on her own, so yeah.
Those were the days in my youth. Oh, I guess that's it.
You did it, mama. You did it.
Well, I hurt my arm. Okay, back to the seats.
So, it's perfect now.
Oh, there we go.
Once you pong it down and go, wait.
That's some virtue.
Pong in it and ting. There we go. So we're doing these, and I'm gonna leave this. You feel okay doing it, mama?
Yeah.
If it starts to bother you, let me know.
Well, I mean,
Sure.
the hands don't work like they used to anymore.
But whatever work we do now is still a blessing.
Yeah, because some people can't.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, here, how thick is this? I don't know.
Oh, very. It's the same. It's
So
like this.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so I could just go right
Yeah,
there.
right there is good. You sure you don't want the black thing?
No, because that made me, that pinched my finger. Numero uno. And,
I watched my mom transform from doubting, like, if I'm going to do this the right way, to look at her go. I mean, yes, to you and I, it might seem like, oh, she's just hammering some nails into a system. But, you know, again, when our parents get older, or anybody in our life, when they get older, they really do start to doubt their value. And because of that, it does have a blow on their confidence, which makes very simple tasks seem daunting and almost like they're just not good enough. But look at her go. Oh, be still my heart. How do you feel, Mom, being able to do this?
just bring back fond memories. Stop that. Stop it. Put one here. Yeah.
Yes, I started to cry like a big baby, seeing her so happy. You are useful. You will always be useful. Getting older doesn't make you not useful. The mind is more useful than the body. All the years of wisdom that you have and life experience that you have that I don't have, it's very useful. You'll always have more than me.
Catch up. Some people think because you're not able to do what you used to, that, you know,
Yeah.
you're just old and stupid. They don't realize that it's there in here. It's just sometimes.
And sometimes if you can't physically do it, you could still teach someone how to do something, and you're not physically able to do it.
Because you know how.
You know how to do it. So
So
wherever you want now, you can fill it in.
So I do my there's a big space right there. Yeah. Every time I look at this, I can remember this. Where gets the most clothes? Up here. You put on here. But I'm not rough.
This is where we're at now. My mom did a really good job getting all of the important parts together because, listen, I'm tired. So, came in handy. And now we're going to be doing the doors. But before we do the doors, we're going to put this part in. So, one couch.
See it.
Oh, almost.
One hand.
There you go. So that goes to the very top in the middle.
Here?
Yeah. And then I'll screw it in. I'm going to come close so they can see.
There you go. There's a little hole right there.
Ta-da. Wonderful. Right now we're doing step 31 and 32. My mom just put this piece in and I'm going to screw it in. And then we'll move on to the next step. I am on step 33 and step 34. So I am going to be putting these pieces just right in here and screwing them in and then attaching the door.
You know what? She must have. I thought I unlocked the door. I guess I locked it. Oh. Has Simone probably left it unlocked? And I saw you coming and I thought you were Simone says, why did you go out? I said, okay, I'll use the elevator and everything was in it. I just said, I feel so bad. You're just doing all of that stuff. It's okay. Thank you.
Mom, pass me the drill, please. You should feel bad.
You hear that? You hear that fresh mom?
I know, right?
Open the comments. You're not a stranger.
I love that. I saw that. It was just this, and I was like, that was perfect.
Some of you will clear that. They don't have to empty them, but that's actually yeah, I put these up today. I washed them. And then I went to the grocery store there. I got
Guess who's here again? Yeah, we are done. The Kleppstad is completed, otherwise known as the baby packs. Okay, so we're all done with the baby packs. Only thing different about this one was the building process. As you guys see, my mom was actively involved in building this. What did you think about building it, Mom? How did you feel?
it wasn't too bad.
See, I told you guys, it's easy. With the pack system, I almost died. Like every time I build one, I want to have a heart attack. One time my mom came to my rescue, I was stuck in the middle of the system. It's like falling on my head. And she's holding one end, my son's holding the other end. This was, it took us a long time to build because we were recording, but if I wasn't recording, I can have it up in 30 minutes. So it's pretty good. You want to open it up, show the inside of it, and then you can put the rail, because I think the rail is missing. The little knobs here. Check behind it, Mom. I think the rail is behind it. Yeah. So you can just take it out of the plastic, and then you're gonna snap it down. If you bring it close to the camera, I can show them actually. So the rail is not round. I'll show you this way so you can see. It's like a oval. So when Mom puts it in, she's gonna just snap it down. On guard. We're using the nubs for the knobs right now because we don't have the other one. It's a mess. But anyways, once we get that in, it'll instantly feel more stable. And just pull it down. Ta-da! That's it. We're done. So all Mom has to do now is put her clothes in this one, and then we're gonna figure out where we want to put it. And I shall be back. I feel like this is where it's going to stay permanently. I don't like it. My mom likes it. She's super happy with it. That's all that matters. This is what we meant when we were saying that with the other handles on, it just looks so much better. Right? It looks really, really good. I'm really happy. At the end of the day, I'm happy you're happy with it. My Build With Me videos, I got good feedback. The one for my bed, somebody had stated that they were having issues and watching my video helped them. So I decided I would do a Build With Me with this system. I'm not a professional. I just enjoy doing things on my own. And on that note, I'll see you all in the very next video.